Just west of Chicago, in a community called Elmhurst, there's a place where you'll grow into a connected thinker and a passionate changemaker, with skills to excel and knowledge that lasts. Elmhurst University. Go far, do well.
Welcome in to R.A. Fagnall Hall on this Wednesday night. Cold outside, but competition's just about to heat up in here. between Carthage and Elmhurst. Dawson Wells with you, with Connor clinging to my side. And Connor, this is a big game for Elmhurst trying to secure a spot in the CCIW playoffs.
Absolutely, Dawson. It's critical. They're 6th in the conference right now, and they're playing a Carthage team that has played some pretty good basketball lately, although they did lose their last game to Wheaton. They have the biggest win of the year in the CCIW, taking down Illinois Wesleyan 2 games ago.
Yeah, that was a big game, but Elmhurst getting hot as of late, won their last 2, and led by Christian Bucata, who CCIW Player of the Week coming off the last week here, averaging 18 points as Carthage wins the tip. And here's Morrissey. She's going to be the player to watch out for Carthage. Misses the first shot, but she's their star player.
Yeah, Morrissey over 14 points a game. She's going to be a key for the Blue Jays to stop tonight.
Here's Christian Bucata, top of the key, over to Gibson. Sierra Gibson cuts in, gets a layup, off target. And this Carthage team, they know how to rebound. First in the CCIW in conference games in rebounds per game. They control the glass on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, both these teams are pretty good on the boards. That's a matchup to watch.
Easy bucket there for Carlson. Gets Carthage on the board to start this one.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch Carlson go head-to-head with Steamer. That's a really good matchup in the post.
Steamer leads CCIW in rebounds per game. Here's Sierra Gibson. Tough lay-in off the glass and in.
Love to see early Sierra Gibson being aggressive, driving the lane. That's when she's at her best.
Carthage quickly moving up the floor. Here's Green. Over to Thistle. Morrissey inside to Carlson. Off target. Kept alive. Morrissey from 3. Got it. High arcing shot.
Yeah, she can step out and make those threes. Under 30%, but a nice make there, and now a steal.
Taken away by Green. Over to Thistle. And fouled by Brown. Good transition from Carthage to get down the floor after that turnover, get to the line. Thistle on the season in conference games, 81% free throw shooter, misses the first one.
Hey, you'll take a miss from her anytime you can get it. Usually a very strong free throw shooter. She's a really strong point guard.
She misses both, though. You'll take that if you're Elmhurst. Down early 5-2.
Got to box out, though, on those free throws. That's one that Cameron Tucker, as a coach, that drives you crazy, maybe more than any play in basketball, giving up the offensive rebound off the missed free throws. But credit to Carthage there. That was good effort.
Absolutely can't be giving up these second chance points against a Carthage team that has struggled on offense in conference games. They're bottom 3 in a lot of offensive statistics. Here's Thistle, drives in, looking for the shot on Cusack. Out of play, only 1 second on the shot clock. Good defense by Rowan Cusack there.
I think we're going to see a lot of really good defense tonight. These are 2 of the best defensive teams in the conference.
Quick shot, good defense from Elmhurst. And that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Firebirds.
Yeah, really strong possession, even despite giving up the second chance off of the missed free throw. But you've got Elmhurst, they're first in the conference in opponent field goal percentage, 37%. And then Carthage gives up the fewest points per game at just over 57.
Here's Bucata on the wing, gets the screen from Steamer. Pick and roll, Steamer in the post, turn around, off the glass, miss. Rebound Carthage. Thistle trying to find something. Lays it off. Morrissey to the wing. For Thistle. Crossover Thistle, kick out. Knable. Another 3 from Carthage. 8-2 to start this one.
And Knable's one of the better three-point shooters on this team, over 30%. It's been a couple of rainbow threes.
Sierra Gibson takes a heavy shot there, no call. Goes out of play, staying with Elmhurst.
Yeah, that's a little surprising not to see a call there. I don't know if it was just ruled after the shot.
And what a pass from Rowan Cusack on the impound in between 3 Carthage defenders to find Gibson. Here's Green over to Morrissey. Driving on Bukata, easily get through and in. 10-4 Carthage early. Now Steamer working in the post. Another miss from Sierra Steamer. 0 for 2 to start this one. Thistle now driving on Cusack. Tie up. Possession arrow gonna go with Elmhurst. I mean, we saw Rowan Cusack last week against Milliken do that exact same thing 3 or 4 times, Connor.
She is really good at getting her hands in there without committing the foul. She goes right for the basketball, gets a jump ball, and leads to a turnover. Really smart play by Cusack.
She had a game last week against Milliken, career high, 15 points in that one. Here's Gibson, turnaround jumper, gets the roll.
Oh, she's so fun to watch with just the different ways she can score. That one kind of just hanging up in the air and got a little bit of a friendly bounce.
Off target, rebounded by Steamer. Here's Cusack. Top of the key for Steamer. Here's Gibson. She has all Elmer's 6 points. Drives in, loses it. Carthage bench wanted to double dribble, but Gibson missed the shot. And kick ball. Gonna stay with Carthage.
Yeah, so far this is a little bit higher scoring than we expected, Dawson. I mean, it's partially been due to a couple of made threes from the Firebirds. But, you know, I think even for Elmhurst giving up 10 points in the first 5 minutes, you can see the defensive intensity is there. Firebirds have made some tough shots.
Here's Morrissey on the elbow, and you can't leave her that wide open. Morrissey with her 7th points of the evening.
Yeah, you've seen her score on all 3 levels. Drive to the bucket, a 3, and that one a mid-range jumper. She's dangerous.
Just over halfway through this first quarter. Carthage up 12-6. Steamer, turnaround jumper off target again. Just struggling a little bit on is Sierra Steamer in the post. 0 for 3 to start. And good move by Carlson to get Steamer in the air and then drive through the bucket, draws the foul. She's going to head to the line.
Yeah, that was a really nice fake by Emma Carlson, who's been very productive this year, almost 8 rebounds a game, almost 9 points per night, and she's coming off a tough performance against Wheaton as well. But, you know, I think despite the fact that the Blue Jays are down 6 here, Dawson, there's things that you like if you're Cameron Tucker. I mean, Sierra Steamer has had some good looks. She just hasn't quite been able to finish there. And then defensively, the intensity has been there. The man-to-man defense has looked good. It's just a couple of threes have been hit, but you cannot let Morrissey beat you, and so far she's got 7.
Yeah, and Carthage right now, 2 for 2 from 3. You don't really expect them to shoot that many threes. They're 5th in the conference in three-point field goal percentage, but they've hit 2. It's a big reason why they have this 6-point lead right now. And, I mean, you expect Sierra Steamer to start hitting some of these post shots, turnaround jumpers. So far in conference games, she's shooting 48.2%. She's got a high efficiency number. She just hasn't been able to get hot to start. But you said it. Good defense right now from the Blue Jays, trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, it's kind of odd to say that when they've given up 12 and 2 free throws coming, but yeah, I think with those 2 threes, they were contested rainbow threes. It wasn't like the defense was really late or anything like that. So, you know, it's an early hole that the Blue Jays are in, but I don't think anything to be too concerned about.
Carlson going to the line. 82.4% free throw shooter in conference games. Hits the first one.
And she was a force in the first meeting between these two teams. 12 points, 14 rebounds, double-double. Like we said, though, it's going to be fun to watch the matchup between her and Steamer. And so far, she's gotten the better of it, but we've seen Steamer is at least getting good position down low. It's just a question of being able to finish in the post.
Natalie Hardy comes on for the Blue Jays. MC Brown takes a seat. Aram and Roscoe for the Firebirds on the floor as well. Here's Bukata. Kicks it off to Cusack, trying to get into Steamer. Double team brings Hardy for 3. Got it! And that's what she does so well, Natalie Hardy right there.
Well, how do you beat a zone defense? 3-point shooting, and Natalie Hardy hitting her first shot off the bench. That's huge.
Here's Green, loses it. Gibson taken away. Running the floor. Euro step. Got it. What a move, Sierra Gibson.
Oh, she's already got 8 here, Dawson, and what a job by the Blue Jays coming out of that timeout after the free throws, really responding well.
And turning defense in the offense, Sierra Gibson. And travel on Carlson. Another turnover from Carthage.
Well, we weren't obviously in the huddle, but I think maybe Cameron Tucker had a message to his team is let's speed them up a little bit. They want to slow this game down into a slog. We can play a little bit faster, and that's what the Blue Jays have been doing, but unfortunately, offensive foul there.
Yeah, it looked like an illegal screen there on Steamer. Just didn't look like she got the feet set in time. Carthage 14, Blue Jays 11. And Cusack ball hunting again for that one. Just can't corral it inbounds, but all over Carthage right now.
What's amazing, too, is she so rarely commits a foul. She's just so good at being able to put pressure on the basketball without fouling.
Roscoe kicks out to Morrissey. Aram. Long 3 from Green. Back of the rim. Rebounded by Carlson. And Steamer commits the foul. That's 2 quick fouls by Steamer.
Yeah, that really hurts, and we see the offensive rebounding. That has been something that's been an issue for the Blue Jays. Just a really good job by Carlson rising up there. And Steamer's got an inch on Carlson, but the positioning, the leaping, timing it perfectly there for the offensive rebound. And so far, that's 3 offensive boards for the Firebirds.
And Steamer's going to go take a seat with those 2 fouls. The Leapy comes in for Elmhurst. Carlson knocks down the pair. She's perfect tonight. 4 for 4 from the line. She's going to go take a seat. Elmhurst down 5. So about 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Cusack kicks out to Hardy. Long 3 off target.
Yeah, I like the idea. I mean, Hardy obviously made her last 3, but maybe a little early in the shot clock for going for that look there.
Quick drive in from Carthage. They get the foul. It's going to be Roscoe going to the line for the Firebirds. Going to be a foul on Natalie Hardy. Roscoe misses the first one. Has struggled from the free throw line so far this season. Coming in tonight, 59.4% free throw shooter in conference games. She gets 1 of 2. And Carthage already into the bonus in this first quarter.
Yeah, they've attempted 8 free throws, none so far for Elmhurst. So credit to the Firebirds. They've been able to draw some contact, and they'll be shooting free throws the rest of this first quarter.
Here's Gibson. Got into the lane, but then blocked. Carthage showing that good defense early here. Another 3 off the front of the rim from Roscoe. And off Carthage last. Lindsay Novak in there, forcing the pressure. It's going to be Elmhurst ball.
You know, interestingly here, Dawson, it's been almost 3 minutes without a made field goal for Carthage, but the Blue Jays haven't been able to take advantage because Carthage has been able to get those points back at the free throw line.
Christian Bucata so far, no points from her. You expect her to turn it up a little bit, but Sierra Gibson kicks out. Novak, 3, got it! Lindsay Novak! Let's go. Into the post. Here's Cord taking on to Leapy. Good defense. Elmhurst bench wanted to travel. And there's the travel from Carthage.
They'll get it eventually. That was a nice sequence on both ends of the floor. They're drawing the travel, and smartly there, Bucata and Hardy keeping those hands up. No foul call that time. And then offensively on that last possession, loved the drive and the kick out. Novak was almost too open, but she's able to knock it down.
Bucata off the screen. She gets it. Elmhurst down 1. 17-16 here in Elmhurst. Carthage 4-3 off target. Rebound Elmhurst. Novak going quickly. Taking it herself. Draws the foul.
That was a really nice job by Lindsay Novak to slow that play down. I thought for a moment she was a little bit too out of control, but she's able to slow her feet down, get the contact, get the shot up, and she's got 2 free throws.
And she had Sierra Gibson as the trailer on that far side. Decided to take it herself. Able to draw that foul and head to the line. And we're tied here at RA Fagnall Hall. Lindsay Novak knocking down her first free throw.
And I think this tempo, we talked about earlier, this faster paced tempo, that's going to play more to the advantage of the Blue Jays. So they'll probably try to keep it a little bit quicker, and Carthage is going to look to slow this game down.
I think Carthage, like you said, they want to play that slow game. They want to get set in that top quality defense that they have. Elmhurst doing a good job just going fast. Now on a 7-0 run here in the last minute for Elmhurst with their first lead of the evening. Morrissey off target. And it's going to stay with Carthage. Last off Elmhurst.
You know, that's another, you see Cameron Tucker right there. The rebounding has been frustrating. They just haven't been able to clear the glass. That one took kind of a tough bounce, so not much they could do there.
Carthage 8-3 rebound advantage so far in this one. Here's Thistle, drives in. 7 seconds on the shot clock, has nothing. Kicks it out. Here's Orozco. Offensive foul on Carthage.
Yeah, clear extension there. Good job there. As went flying right there, Sierra Gibson.
Might have sold that one just a little bit.
Just a touch.
4 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bucata behind the back. Turn around, looking for Novak. Catch and shoot, and Lindsay Novak, wow.
Woo. Hand in her face, too.
Shot clock off. Into the post. Cord kicks out. Another 3 from Carthage. Back in 4th game we go. Here's Novak, loses the ball, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Wow, 21-20 here. One exciting last couple of possessions.
Dawson, I probably would have thought it was more likely that was going to be the score at the end of the first half with these two teams going head-to-head. I mean, really more defensive-minded. We talked about that at the beginning of the game, but Elmhurst 53%, Carthage 43%, and both teams hitting 3 threes in that first quarter.
Yeah, Thistle with that last 3 right before the buzzer went off. I mean, we were talking a little bit before the game to not expect this high scoring of a game, especially with the good Carthage defense, but both these teams, I mean, Elmhurst shooting 53.3% after the slow start, hit 5 of their last 7. Carthage shooting 42.9, but 50% from 3. We got a high-scoring affair here in Elmhurst tonight.
just not what you'd expect. And, you know, the main reason, a big reason why Elmhurst had such a big quarter offensively were the turnovers from Carthage, 6 of them, and that turned into 9 Blue Jays points. And they were especially able to get out in transition really well off of some of those turnovers. But I'm sure the big thing Cameron Tucker's saying to his team is, guys, we have to box out. Now, they do have Steamer in foul trouble, and she's still on the bench to start this second quarter, but only 3 rebounds total for the Blue Jays in that first quarter.
Lindsay Novak with 8 points. Sierra Gibson, with 8 as well. They lead the Blue Jays. Morrissey with 7. Leads Carthage. Here's Morrissey. Kicks out. Green. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Bukata. She's going to go coast to coast. Too strong off the glass. Morrissey going to push the pace as well. Slows it down for Thistle. Over to Green. Drives, baseline. Got the lay-in.
And Malia Green's a player, you know, she can really go off. She had 20 points in that win over Wesleyan.
Gibson in the corner. That's a 2 off target. Delipi with the rebound. She gets it. Offensive rebound to points for Delipi.
Nice to see for D. Delipi, and the Blue Jays getting an offensive rebound of their own, turning into second chance points.
Here's Morrissey, just drives in, and she's just an absolute bucket. Up to 9 points, playing her 100th career game here tonight.
Well, she's fun to watch. This is a fun game to watch, just back and forth, up and down the floor.
Novak, pump fake, 3-pointer! Lindsay Novak, 3 for 3. 11 points already.
Yeah, she's feeling herself right now, Dawson. That move really got the crowd on their feet, and she is hitting everything tonight.
Here's Morrissey, drives, off target. Delipi with the rebound. Gibson, baseline, drive, blocked. And Cusack fighting for the ball, turns it over. Bukata off target. Delipi, another offensive rebound for her. And Novak, she's 3 for 3 off target.
This team they are confident right now out there. You know, I think Cameron Tucker maybe didn't like that last shot from so deep, but Novak's been shooting it so well.
Turnaround jumper for Carlson. Rebounded by Novak. And this is an Elmhurst team that has won 2 straight, just trying to get into the playoffs, but if you can win 2 in a row here, you might get a home playoff game. Here's Delipi. Way outside. Off target. Morrissey pushing the pace. Good defense by Cusack. Turnaround by Morrissey. And then a foul on Rowan Cusack.
Dawson, I can't remember the last time in this game when Elmhurst took a shot when more than 10 seconds had gone off the shot clock. I mean, they're taking most of their shots with less than 5 seconds gone by on the shot clock. Quick possessions. They really want to keep that tempo up. But now Coach Tucker's calling a timeout, and, you know, maybe he's going to say, hey, we want to play at a fast pace, but let's also be selective with our shooting.
Well, and I think that's credit to this Carthage defense. I mean, you said it. Second behind Illinois Wesleyan in points per game in conference games. They don't allow many points, but you're seeing Elmhurst take advantage of that by going so quick, getting up these quick shots, especially in transition, not letting the Firebirds set up their defense. And we've kind of seen it, especially with Delipi. 2 offensive rebounds right there. This Carthage defense is just a little discombobulated right now. Can't get set and get stops like they're accustomed to.
Yeah, credit to Delipi off the bench with Sierra Steamer getting that early foul trouble. You mentioned the 2 offensive rebounds, 3 total rebounds. That leads the way for the Blue Jays, and some really critical minutes for her with Steamer in that early foul trouble.
And Rowan Cusack, she picked up her second personal foul on that last possession, so she's in a little bit of foul trouble too. Cusack's going to take a seat Maya Lure is going to come on from Elmhurst. Hardy putting pressure on the ball, so close to stepping on the line. Here's Morrissey, drives on to Leapy, draws a foul. Morrissey just showing off the experience off the screen, just getting to the line, drawing that foul. Sending the line for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, she's shown that ability throughout this game. Great ball handler, smooth shooter, able to take contact, but good for the Blue Jays to have the missed free throw. Not the strongest suit of her game is the charity stripe.
In conference games, 68% free throw shooter. She misses both right there. Gibson gonna push the pace. Morrissey makes her slow it down a little. Then Morrissey gets the steal. Outlet pass to Morrissey. Through the lane. Hardy with the charge.
Yeah, Morrissey can't believe it. I want to see another look at this to see if the feet got set there.
That's close.
That's close. It is close, and she's kind of falling away. I mean, I can see that's just one that could go either way, really. And
I think she got the feet set and then started to kind of turn back right as Morrissey started hitting her. Bukata drives in, draws a double team, kicks it out to Ely, over to Hardy. Block shot by Morrissey. Kicked it out for Morrissey from three. High arcer off target. Rebounded in the corner by Hardy. Kicked out to Delipi. Good from Hardy. Was about to be trapped there in the corner.
Yeah, that was a really smooth pass.
Or Lure's pump fake. Delipi with a rebound. Hardy from three. Bang for Hardy. And Elmhurst extend their lead to 5, 29-24.
That was some great ball movement right there. Bukata with that pass to Hardy.
Hardy now 2 for 3, 6 points. Green off target again. She struggled from 3, 0 for 3 from that range now for Green. Here's Lures. Cross-court pass to Hardy. Off target rebound and foul on Thistle. That's going to be a second on Delipi.
Yeah, a little bit tough to have both of your bigs in Steamer and Delipi, both with 2 fouls. But I think Cameron Tucker's going to stick with Delipi here.
I haven't seen Steamer here in this second quarter yet. Kick out far side for Wormser. Back to Morrissey. Drives, draws the double team, and gets fouled. I believe that's going to be on Hardy, so that's going to be her second personal as well.
Boy, Mariana Morrissey's such a difficult matchup. You know, she's listed at 5'8", but she kind of plays bigger than 5'8". Kind of inside-out player. She can handle the basketball. She can shoot it mid-range, a little bit outside. You can see why she averages over 14 a night.
Morrissey, senior from Libertyville, Illinois, knocks down both. Here's Bukata. Only 2 points so far for Christian Bukata. Slow night to start. Novak drives in, draws the foul. She's going to head to the line.
And Dawson, you mentioned Bukata and her having kind of a slow start. It seems pretty clear to me watching this first half that Carthage has really had a game plan. Okay, we got to shut down Kristen Bukata. And so far, Bukata said, okay, you know, I'm just going to get my teammates involved. She's only been credited with 2 assists, but her passing has been excellent. And I think you'll also take the fact she's not forcing it. She knows that they're kind of hounding her a little bit. She's only attempted 3 shots. And I think as this game goes on, though, and some of the Blue Jays players continue to be effective, she'll get some more good looks.
Novak knocks down both. She's up to 13 points already on 6 minutes played. Christian Bukata, you mentioned, has those 2 assists, has played every minute so far tonight for Elmhurst. As there's a good drive from Thistle. She's up to 5 for Carthage. Here's Novak on the wing. Gibson back into the game. She's going to travel.
Yep, and we saw Thistle just deny early in that possession before that turnover. She just denied Bukata's ability to drive, just cut her off, and Thistle, give her credit, she's done a really nice job on the defensive end of the floor.
Elmhurst up 31-28. There's about 4 minutes left to go here in this second quarter. Here's Cord, taking on DeLippe, turn around. Gets it up and in for Cord, her first points of the night. Cord, a sophomore from Itasca. Here's Lewers. Sophomore from Florida, drives in, draws the foul. Elmhurst doing a better job, especially this quarter, I think, driving to the hoop and causing a lot of these Carthage fouls. It's going to be their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, and we saw early there was a big disparity in that category. There was a point in the game where Carthage had attempted 8 and none for Elmhurst, but as you said, Dawson, they've done a better job being aggressive in the second quarter, getting towards the hoop, drawing some of that contact.
Lewis goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's a 2-point game, but loses the ball. Thistle just like mishandled it, or a bad pass.
Yeah, not sure, just completely just dropped the ball. I mean, sometimes that can happen even to really good players. I mean, Emma Thistle, we're talking about, she's one of the better point guards in the CCIW, but they're just lost the handle.
That's a break from Elmhurst, trying to extend their lead before halftime. And Emma Thistle going to be credited with that foul there. That's going to be her second, so tough series of events for Emma Thistle.
Yeah, it was a good screen that set that up. Thistle was a little bit late and then got called for the foul.
Novak, long 3 off target. Rebounded by Cord. And it's going to be a foul on Elmhurst.
Yeah, Maya Lewers getting the hand in there. And that's, that's an unfortunate one, especially being the 5th team foul. 2 free throws here for Carthage.
I feel like that's one you can kind of call any play you want, those sort of fouls, but especially going for the rebounds. Aram hits the first of 2. Makes both. Nora Aram, the junior from Hoffman Estates. Went to St. Viator High School. We got a tie game here with just over 3 minutes left to go here in this first half. Here's Christian Bukata, guarded by Green. Kicks it over to Lewers. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Lewers. Finds Gibson. Drives in. Just not enough spin on that one. Elmhurst, 1 for their last 10, have not hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, we started to see that offense slow down that we saw in the first quarter.
And almost an over the back. Gibson takes it away. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. Morrissey with the rebound. Those are possessions you gotta have if you're Elmhurst to score. Tough break for the Blue Jays as Green drives in, kicks it over to Cord. Too strong. Rebounded by Gibson. Here's Bukata on the wing, behind the back. There's nothing doing for Christian Bukata here in this first half. Here's Gibson. Gonna reset, 10 seconds on the shot clock, under 2 minutes left to go. Miscommunication still in play. Bukata takes a long shot. Thought that one was going out of bounds. Bukata kept it in.
I can't believe she was even able to get that to the rim.
Here's Green, too strong. Novak with the rebound.
Yeah, both teams have really cooled off, and I think you're also seeing, Dawson, some of the fatigue, even though it's the first half, just this up and down game is starting to take a toll.
Absolutely, and Bukata step through, draws the foul. She's played every minute so far. Her and Morrissey have basically been on the floor the entire time. You really see it starting to just take a toll.
Yeah, it was working well in that first quarter, and we saw a lot of offense, but it is cooled down for both teams.
Bukata hits the first one. 78.9% free throw shooter in conference games. Knocks down the pair. Gives Elmhurst a 2-point lead. Morrissey from three, high, gets it. Morrissey for three. She's up to 14 points this evening.
She's had a tremendous first half, over 50% from the field.
Bukata kicks it out for Lures. They get the lead. Back and forth we go. Elmhurst up one. Aram. Gibson poking it away. That's going to be Elmhurst ball.
Wow, a foul there on Aram. Great hustle by Sierra Gibson setting all of that up, just diving towards the bench. And then Aram committed the foul just to hold her off. Cameron Tucker was all over it.
That's a tough foul to give up, especially if you're Aram. I mean, that could have, possession-wise, gone either way if that ball goes out of bounds, but committing the foul. Both teams in the bonus now. Gibson, two, not enough on the first one. 70% free throw shooter coming into tonight. She gets one of two. There's almost a 2-point lead. Thistle going to come back into the game for the Firebirds. Here's Green. Wamser. Cord. Over to Thistle. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lures guarding Thistle around the screen. Gets to the lane. Puts it up. Off target. Bukata with the rebound. Shot clock off. Lures. Corner. Three. In and out.
Whew, that was about 80% of the way down. Tough break.
Thistle under 10 seconds. Over to Cord. On the elbow. Taking on DeLippe. Loses it. Foul on DeLippe.
Oh, that's a tough one. Clock for the half winding down. And a reach-in foul. That's going to give 2 free throws to Carthage.
That's just not the situation to do that. You just play defense.
Yeah, and especially being a third foul, too.
Yeah, it's just, you got to just contest the shot. Puts Cord on the line, her first trip tonight. Makes the first one. Grace Cord, 78.6% free throw shooter. Sophomore from Itasca gets both. 3.9 on the game clock. It's going to be Sierra Gibson. Half-court lob. Oh, almost staying off the glass. But it's going to be a tie game going into halftime, 37-37. And Connor was a high-scoring first quarter, kind of slowed down in the second.
Yeah, it did, but wow, what an exciting half of basketball, and not the half that we expected. We said that throughout. We thought this was going to be pretty low scoring, but here we are. We've got 74 combined points between these two teams at the break. I'm sure there's going to be some adjustments made by both coaches, but you know, for Carthage, there's been a lot of turnovers. Elmhurst take advantage of some of those. Rebounding has been a little bit closer as this has gone on, but really fun half of basketball, and I'm sure the second half will be fun as well.
Lindsay Novak with 13 leads the Blue Jays. Marina Morrissey with 14 leads the Carthage Firebirds. We got 20 minutes left to decide it in the second half. That's going to do it for the first half. We'll be right back for the decider in the second.
After my undergrad here, I was working kind of locally with a couple former alumni in kind of a business setting, and so I was kind of interested by that. And then to get this degree was a huge opportunity for me and something that I just couldn't pass up. From the first class, a couple classes, you know, the instructors brought a lot of their personal experiences in. So it was a lot less of like, hey, let's just read the book, let's go over the text. It was more like what they brought to the table, what they've learned in their careers. And for me, that was huge because being in the small size class, you know, having an instructor that's going to be more engaging, it just made for a better overall experience. I was always looking for something that was going to be data driven. I was really interested in some of the storytelling that we did with the marketing class. So in my career currently, I'm an insights manager at a market research firm. Having the opportunity to specialize in something made it easier for me to narrow in on an industry. When I transitioned from the MBA program into my role now, I felt like I could take on things right away and hit the ground running. It's not only getting the degree and, you know, using it to elevate your career, but I learned a lot about myself as far as being challenged and stretched to be able to balance, you know, coaching and classwork and a job and, you know, relationships, you know, friends and family and things outside of that. That was so unique to me, and to anyone that's considering this, I mean, absolutely do it. Yes, it's going to be hard. Anything worth having is going to be hard, but you learn a lot about yourself by doing it.
When I graduated in 2020 with my undergrad, I knew I wanted to continue my education. It was a natural choice to come back to Elmhurst. I had grown to know and love the faculty, the students, the environment, the curriculum, you know, the flexibility behind the MBA program. Since I didn't really have a specialization, I took that time to take entrepreneurial classes, marketing classes, to see which path I really wanted to take. And in doing so, that allowed me to kind of figure out what I wanted to do afterwards. An exciting thing that the MBA has enabled me to do, I have two different perspectives, one of my own obviously, but also from my profession. I do talent acquisition, so I'm able to review resumes and applications of people who have and do not have master's degrees or MBAs, so I know the real life implications of having an MBA. For myself, it just allowed me the opportunity to take that extra step in my education, and helped to understand which direction I wanted to go. If you're looking for an opportunity to connect with others, to build networks, this is a great opportunity to do that. There's a small class size. They focus on team building and projects revolved around that. So Elmhurst gives you that opportunity to, not only see what you're good at, maybe learn from others and see how they work and how they work with others and how you could maybe expand upon that. If it wasn't for Elmhurst, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
My name is Ricky Franks. I'm a part of the Accelerated Master's Entry Nursing Program here at Elmhurst University. What drove me to choose Elmhurst is the flexibility of the program. With this accelerated program, you're allowed to start right after your bachelor's degree in any other field that you've been in. So after this, we'll have our MSNs, and then after that, if you want to pursue your career more and become a doctorate or a nurse practitioner, then you can just get your certificate. The best part that stands out to me of this program is just the relationships that I built over the time that I've been here and the opportunities and experiences I've had through clinicals. We've had all of the clinicals, so we have pediatrics, OB. It really just opens up the opportunity to experience. During those clinicals, you're able to really practice the skills that you're learning and just really facilitate that compassion to your patients. It really just made me decide that I really wanted to go into mental health. It really solidified that decision. Now I have been accepted to a post-certificate program for mental health, and I want to be a nurse practitioner after that, which is just underneath a year. I really want to advocate for patients, people who don't really have voices in those vulnerable populations. I really just want to make sure that they're heard and that they're cared for in the way that they should be.
My name is Danielle Corliss, and I am in Elmhurst University's online MENP program. I believe that nursing is a calling. If you have an interest in healthcare, this is a very diverse field to go into, and you have a lot of options on what areas you want to work. I'm really excited to be a clinical nurse leader because there is a strong possibility to improve patient outcomes and improving the conditions that nurses and other medical professionals work in. I really hope to impact the lower income or underserved communities. Coming from Kentucky, where I was an EMT, and then even in my clinicals here in the Chicagoland area, there are a lot of underserved communities and they don't have access to the proper health resources. And I feel like focusing on those lower income, underserved communities can really help the healthcare system in general, but can also improve the overall health in these populations. My favorite part of this program has definitely been the clinicals. So my big aha moment during this program was during my critical care rotation. I was at a Trauma 1 center in Chicagoland area, which was a very great experience. And working in the ICU and in the ED, that's when I really knew this is what I wanted to do. Listening to my classmates and my friends talk about their experiences in clinical has been a really exciting experience, just to hear that they're doing well and that they're having the experience that we all hoped for, and that we're able to put the knowledge that we've learned in class into the actual setting and into the real world with real patients. It's very exciting because we're almost at the finish line. It's a very proud moment for us.
Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
The cohort model is actually really wonderful because you get to meet lots of different people from all different backgrounds, all different ages.
Everybody's unique in their own way, where we express our ideas and we learn different things from each other.
I didn't really kind of realize how helpful it was going to be, how much I would rely in my classmates.
We all are able to reach out to each other to help each other. Nobody's like left in the dark. We all learn together that way, and so it helps us all succeed together and makes us happier about each other's successes as we move on.
It actually has become a support system for me.
I had a few wonderful classes that gave me some real world experience.
One of my classes entailed going through a simulation. It makes you collaborate with other people in your cohort. And it just makes it more engaging.
I got a chance to have an internship. They liked me so much that they offered me a contract.
I was able to get an internship. It did help me find that that might not be the right path for me, but at least with a business administration degree from Elmhurst, it matches a lot of roles more than just one thing, so it's very versatile.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspect of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
Welcome back into R.A. Fagnall Hall. Dawson Wells here with Connor Klingen. It's all knotted up, Connor, 37-37 in a high-scoring affair that we didn't really expect coming into the night.
No, we certainly didn't. Both of these teams play really well on the defensive end of the floor, but we saw some good shooting, some transition offense in that first half.
We're going to take a look at some first half highlights here. I don't know, let's walk us through it.
Yeah, Natalie Hardy knocking down this three. Great ball movement by the Blue Jays on that possession. And then you saw right after that a steal. The turnovers were big in the first half, and Sierra Gibson doing what she does best, driving to the bucket. Good little Euro step through there for the finish. Really nice move there by Gibson. And this was Kristen Bukata getting her first bucket of the ball game. It was a quiet first half for her, only 4 points. That was her only made field goal, so expect to see her to get going a little more in the second half. But what a first half for Lindsay Novak. This was a three she hit in the corner. Ended up with 13 points in that first half, and this was probably the best of any of them. The fake, dribble over to the left, and knocking down another three. She hit 3 from downtown in that first half. And Hardy hit another one as well. The Blue Jays had 5 made threes in that first half, but Mariana Morrissey, she was tough to stop in the first half as well. 14 points for her, nearly at her season average in the first half. There she was hitting a 3. But this was a nice way to close out the first half of the Blue Jays with Maya Lewers hitting that jumper.
After all of that, nothing can separate either one of these teams. Tied at 37, and it's been rocking all night here in RA Fagnall Hall. We got a pretty full student section over to our left. Shout out the men's lacrosse team providing the energy, but good crowd as well from Carthage making the drive down from Kenosha.
Yeah, great turnout by the men's lacrosse team. Absolutely awesome to see that. And you see that throughout the different sports here at Elmhurst, the different teams supporting each other, and really cool to see. And they have brought a lot of energy here tonight.
And if you're the home team too, you want to feed off that energy, especially here in this second half. This is a game Elmhurst necessarily doesn't have to win, but you would love a win if you're Elmhurst, fighting for one of these playoff spots and in the penultimate game of the regular season, just trying to close it out, get into the playoffs. Sierra Gibson already draws a foul on the drive to start this second half.
Yeah, good to see that quick start there. We saw the Blue Jays were attacking quick in the shot, early in the shot clock. They do it right away with Gibson drawing the quick foul.
She's picking up right where she left off, had 9 points in the first half. Hits the first one. She's up to double digits. 10 points, 3 rebounds as well for Gibson. Hits the pair, gives Elmhurst a 2-point lead. Here's Morrissey, off her foot. Keeps it in the front court. Over to Knable, Green with the cut. Good defense by Gibson, high off the glass, rebounded by Steamer.
Yeah, good to see Steamer back on the floor with those 2 fouls.
Bukata going quickly, drives, and too easy for Christian Bukata. And Cusack with the steal. Gibby off the glass.
Oh, that was tough, not getting the break. What a sequence. I think this gym would have absolutely erupted had that gone in. Really smart steal there by Cusack.
And a foul on the Blue Jays and Sierra Gibson. Her first personal foul of the evening. Gonna put Knable on the line for Carthage. And this is the second one, rebounded by Elmhurst. Here comes Gibson, so quick, Euro step, too easy.
Wow, I mean, she is flying down the floor.
Here's Thistle, kick out to Morrissey. Drives in, too short. Rebounded by Steamer. But we've heard Cameron Tucker talk about Sierra Gibson. He thinks she's one of the fastest players in the CCIW. Here's the corner 3 off target. Trapped in the corner, triple team.
You know, I'll tell you.
Now by Carthage.
Sierra Gibson, I don't know if you've been watching her a little bit, but Hannah Hidalgo from Notre Dame, I mean, that almost reminds me of that style of player, just coast to coast, so much speed, and, I mean, she can score in different ways. She can shoot a little outside, but the driving is just incredible. 13 points for her so far.
And it's the motor, especially both ends of the floor. You see it a lot on offense, but I mean, she gets those steals, 3 steals tonight for Sierra Gibson. Turns on the Jets. I mean, that's the second Euro step we've seen from her tonight. I mean, just so quick. Carthage just struggles to keep up with her. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I have not seen this season a defender that's quick enough to really stay in front of her. She is really impressive, and you know, the exciting thing is she's only a junior too, so she's had another year, and this is her first year at this level coming over from college at DuPage, and it's been really fun to watch her just continue to grow and develop and become more confident over the course of the season.
These two transfers really of Sierra Steamer and Sierra Gibson coming over. This is their first year in Elmhurst with this Blue Jays team, and both of them have had just instant impacts, especially later on in the season. Elmhurst jumping out quick with a 6-point lead here in this third quarter. Drive, kick out for Green. Rolls around, offensive rebound for Carthage. Knable kicks out to Morrissey. Here's Thistle. Alvaki, Cusack. Good defense from her. And a foul on Elmhurst. It's going to be on Rowan Cusack. That's going to be her third personal.
Well, I feel a little bit responsible, Dawson, because I mentioned earlier in the game how she almost never fouls, but here she is in foul trouble.
That's a tough foul. I don't think there's a lot Cusack can do in that situation as Thistle misses the first one. I mean, that was pretty good defense up until Steamer came over and stopped and kind of pumped Thistle into Cusack. It's going to be out of bounds. Going to go Elmhurst's way.
Tell you what, the missed free throws have really killed Carthage tonight. They're 11 for 20 at the line. I mean, getting 20 free throw attempts, but that's been somewhat of a weakness of this team all year, 68%. But tonight, just a little bit over 50%.
Emma Thistle 0 for 4 in that category. Knable 0 for 2 for Carthage. Neither one of them have been able to succeed from that area. Here's Steamer. Good little move from Steamer. My goodness.
Oh, that's just classic old school post moves right there. Completely fooled their defender. Great move by Steamer.
Gave it a little shoulder shimmy. Here's Knable over to Morrissey. Green, pump fake, cuts in. Knable traveled.
The defensive pressure from Elmhurst is really starting to fluster the Firebirds, and you can feel they're maybe pressing a little bit on the offensive end now here in this 8-point hole.
Carthage has yet to score here in this second half. Elmhurst with an 8-0 run. Gibson kicks out to Lewis. Gibson drives in again, gets the lay-in, too strong. Thistle bringing it up for the Firebirds. Here's Morrissey. Cuts back. Almost and one, but off target. She's going to head to the line for 2.
That's who Carthage needs to get going, and good job getting a little bit of space there, taking the bump, and she'll get the opportunity at the line where she's just 2 for 4 tonight.
Carthage, up until this point, have attempted 20 free throws, have only hit 11. Morrissey knocks down the first one. He's up to 15 points tonight. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. Struggle continues for the Firebirds from the free throw line. Elmhurst with the 7-point lead, trying to extend here in this third quarter. Hardy, downtown Elmhurst, off target. Thistle trying to find the opening, kicks it over to Green from downtown. Off the back of the rim, rebound Bukata. Gets around 2 Carthage players. Driving free throw line jumper, too strong. Morrissey with the rebound. Roscoe kicks it over to Morrissey. Going to be a defensive foul on Elmhurst.
Yeah, well, he talked about the difficulty of the matchup of Sierra Gibson. I mean, Mariana Morrissey on the other side, she's that tough matchup and ends up drawing the foul there from Lures.
And Lures' second personal foul as well. Morrissey from 3, gets it. Morrissey just on fire here tonight. 18 points, 6 from 11 from the field, 3 from 4 from 3. Gonna drag her team back into this one. Carthage down 4. Bucata working off the screen. Turnaround jumper, gets the roll in.
I don't think that's the way she drew it up, but it worked out for her, and that's what makes Kirsten Bucata such an effective scorer.
And Gibson gonna commit the foul.
And that's already the 5th here in the 3rd quarter, so 2 free throws now here for Carthage.
That's gonna be 2 on Sierra Gibson. Thistle finally makes a free throw here tonight. It was 0 for 4 up into that point, now 1 for 5. Hits them both. Carthage trying to claw their way back in. Still down 4, 47 to 43. Here's Gibson off her foot, loses it. Morrissey trying to drive, moves quickly. It's this on the wing for 3, off target. Rebound Carthage, foul on the Blue Jays.
Well, that's what we saw in the 1st quarter. This Carthage team really attacks the boards. And a great effort there going after this rebound. And then Lures commits the foul, so couple more free throws coming.
Like on Pekaski there, so she's going to take some free throws after this media timeout. Carthage started slow here in this 3rd quarter. I've kind of picked it up as of late. It was an 8-0 run from the Blue Jays. Now a 6-2 run for Carthage.
And it was really Mariana Morrissey that has brought them back closer. I mean, it looked like the Blue Jays were going to start pulling away, but Morrissey got back into the kind of play she was having in the 1st half, and up to 18 points, 8 rebounds, so good chance she'll have a double-double tonight. And just a really impressive performance from her. 8th in the conference in scoring, and she's definitely looked the part tonight as one of the best players in the CCIW.
I think something we haven't really talked about too much here tonight is the foul trouble that Elmhurst is starting to get into. Carthage already in the bonus again with just about halfway through this 3rd quarter, but 3 different Elmhurst players in foul trouble with 3 personals. Maya Lures, Rowan Cusack, and Delipi with 3. Hardy with 2, Steamer with 2, Sierra Gibson with 2 as well. A lot of these either star players or role players for the Blue Jays get into foul trouble as Pekaski misses the first one.
Yeah, the missed free throws have been tough for the Firebirds.
He goes 1 for 2.
15 of 26. To have 26 attempts in the 3rd is pretty wild.
Kicked out to Novak. Too short. Bucata hustle rebound. Turnaround jumper. Draws the foul. She's going to head to the line for 2. And you see the struggle on the free throw line for Carthage. 15 for 26. Opposite, Elmhurst shooting pretty lights out from the line, 10 for 12. I shouldn't have said anything.
I was about to say, here it comes. Here it comes. But no, I mean, you'll take 10 for 13, and we'll see if it's 11 for 14.
Oh, man.
Oh, geez. Now we're
–
don't show that clip to Coach Tucker. That's for sure.
Elmhurst still with the lead, up 3. Morrissey drives. That's just too easy for Morrissey. Rises up with the jumper. She's up to 20 points now for Carthage. It's an important possession for the Blue Jays. Need a score here to maintain this lead, 1-point lead. Novak, pump fake, 3. Just short. Rebound, Carthage. Bissell almost stepped out on that far side. Was able to keep her foot in bounds. Here's Carlson on Steamer. Turn around, block, foul on Steamer.
And that's number 3, too, on Sierra Steamer.
That was close. We'll see the replay right here. Ooh, she got a little bit of the arm.
Yep. Yeah, I think the right call, but definitely tough for the Blue Jays. Now Dee DeLippe comes on, and she did a really good job in the first half when Steamer picked up the 2 fouls, came away with 4 rebounds. So they'll need her rebounding presence again here in the second half.
Here's Carlson. One of the main Carthage players that has yet to miss a free throw tonight. Makes the first one.
Yeah, I think Coach Megan Jones is going to have everybody watch her form at the free throw line after this one. That's 6 for 6 now.
Carthage retakes the lead after a slow third quarter start.
And really, they've done a better job, since we've made it a bigger talking point, making some of those free throws, getting closer to their season average.
Gibson drives, with a lot of contact. DeLippe with the rebound. Blue Jays trying to end a 7-0 Carthage run. Hardy drove baseline, turn around, DeLippe free throw line jumper, in and out. Bukata takes a shot, crowd wanted a foul.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a miss. I think maybe just the officials didn't see it there in the backcourt.
Here's Morrissey, turnaround jumper off the glass and in. 22 for Morrissey.
She just can't miss right now. I mean, absolutely on fire.
Much need a bucket here. Haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Here's Gibson into DeLippe. Bukata from 3. Off target.
Well, what I've noticed here, Dawson, is the Blue Jays really miss Rowan Cusack in the point guard spot with that foul trouble.
Here's Cord. Reach around off target. DeLippe with the rebound. Elmhurst ice cold right now. 1 for their last 9. Here's Lewis. Baseline drive. Gets it up. DeLippe fighting for the rebound. Gets it. Hardy from 3. Lures another chance. Bukata. Jumper off target, draws the foul.
Good second effort there. Nicely done by the Blue Jays. A couple of different chances. Offensive rebounding, just huge. Ravisi, who came off the bench, and then getting it over to Bukata, who's really started to get going here in this third quarter.
Bukata misses the first one. And that started with DeLippe getting her hands dirty too on that loose ball rebound that kicked out. Bukata goes 1 for 2 from the line. She's up to 9 points tonight. Elmhurst down 2, 48-50. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Bissell fake the pass. Drives in, gets her own rebound. Loose ball, kick ball. Gonna stay with Carthage. Ravisi.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It looked like they had the steal, but unfortunately just landed right on the feet and, can't avoid that call.
Yeah, nothing she can really do there. That ball just found her foot. Cord drives in, In and out. Galipi with the board.
She's been a rebounding machine off the bench.
She's up to 8 rebounds tonight. Here's Gibson. Crossover. Drive. She can't find the basket. And a foul on Hardy. It's another foul on Elmhurst. Gonna send Carthage to the line. It's 18 personal fouls now on the Blue Jays so far. Scratch that, make that 19 personal fouls.
And that's 3 on Hardy as well. So the foul trouble just continues. I mean, 28. This is going to be 29 and 30 attempts at the free throw line for the Firebirds. And they're starting to make some more, too. I mean, they're getting it to a more respectable percentage at the line.
Rom made the first one. This is the second one. Bukata running the offense. Kicks it over to Hardy. Thought about the 3 into Galipi now. Bukata drives in. A lot of contact, no foul. Here's Bissell. Kiss over to Morrissey. Pump fake 3. Drives baseline and gets it in.
Boy, Mariana Morrissey, what a third quarter she's had. That's 10 points in this quarter alone.
Spark a 12-1 run for Carthage. Here's Ravizzi. Draws a double team into Galipi. Gibson gets the foul on Green. That's going to be Green's 4th personal. Called on the floor. Inbound for the Blue Jays as Steamer comes back on. Elmhurst down 5. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds difference. Gibson drives. Gets the lay-in. 53-50. Outlet pass to Aram. Quickly into Carlson. Double team. Kick out. Morrissey, just short. 6 seconds. Bukata trying to go quickly. Crossover. Gets it all the way in free throw line. Got it to beat the buzzer. Christian Bukata brings it within 1.
Wow, what a way to end the quarter, Christian Bukata. I mean, going coast to coast, and then just the runner right as she gets to the free throw line. That is great stuff from Bukata.
That's just great awareness. Got the rebound, looked up on the clock, exactly how much time she had left. I thought she was going to pull up a 3, did the smart thing and drove past to get the easier shot.
Yeah,
fun 4th quarter.
Yeah, oh, this should be an outstanding finish. 1-point game going into the 4th.
Christian Bukata with 11, Sierra Gibson with 15. But Morrissey with 12. She's just been on fire for Carthage. 24 points from her. Is on fire in the 3rd quarter as well. Had 10.
Yeah, she had 10 points in the 3rd quarter. Nobody else on Carthage had more than 2. I mean, you said it earlier, Dawson. I mean, just kind of, there was a point there where Carthage was down 8 and she was single-handedly keeping them in the game, and then she single-handedly gave them the lead. And they've still got that lead by 1 point, but this is going to be a fantastic finish here in the 4th.
And Morrissey has been on fire really the past 2 games. 28 points against Illinois Wesleyan on the 8th, 21 against Wheaton in their loss. Has 24 tonight. Asking a foul on Sierra Steamer. She doesn't like the call.
That's number 4, too, on Steamer. So probably Cameron Tucker's going to have to go right back to DeLepe at some point.
Here's Morrissey, draws a double team, loses it. Smart defense from Elmhurst to double team Morrissey. Here's Hardy, drives in. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Hardy.
And that's 4 on Hardy, too, and 2 quick fouls on the Blue Jays 18 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. Her foot's in the restricted circle.
Yep. Yeah.
I think that's a miss.
That's a tough break for the Blue Jays there.
And she had both feet inside that line. It's going to be Carthage ball. They're up 1. It's going the other way now.
Right back. Pistol picking up the foul, and she can't believe it. But yeah, I mean, she extends that right elbow, and maybe I think maybe the officials had in their mind the miss on the other end too.
A little bit of makeup call there. Here's Gibson. Drives baseline, gets the foul. She's going to head to the line.
That's a lot of whistles in 40 seconds of the fourth quarter, but yeah, you'll take it an opportunity for Gibson to get to the free throw line, and I think this is going to determine who wins this game, Dawson. Oh, well, actually,
not on the floor. Wow.
Well, that is really interesting. I mean,
ball.
that must have been much earlier than I thought, but I think that's going to determine who wins this game, Dawson, is who can make their free throws down the stretch, because both teams have had their struggles at the charity stripe.
Here's Bukata, reach around, got it. Christian Bukata up to 13 for the Blue Jays. She's the one that's going to have to fight with Morrissey as well. Both these players going to decide this one. Off target rebound here at Gibson. Almost with a 1-point lead, trying to extend here in the fourth. And 1 for Sierra Gibson.
Oh. And look at the celebration. Well deserved on that one. What a move by Sierra Gibson, taking the contact. I mean, she takes this one from all the way in the backcourt. She said, hey, I'm taking this one to the hole. Takes the bump and still is able to scoop it home.
She knocks it down to complete the 3-point play. Gives Elmhurst a 4-point lead. Here's Aram. Roland Cusack back in the game. Missed her for majority of that third.
Oh, that's number 5 on Hardy.
He's going to foul out of this one. Natalie Hardy with 6 points, picks up the 5th one.
You know, and that's especially a tough loss because of Hardy's 3-point shooting. You are going to have Lindsay Novak come in for her, who's been great from outside tonight.
Hardy as well had 3 rebounds tonight. Effective on the defensive end. That's going to be a loss for the Blue Jays. 10-second from shot clock. Wide open shooter. Elsmore just coming to the game. Gets her first points on her first shot. Gibson going quickly. In and out.
Yeah, I thought she caught the defense napping there.
And Cusack causes a turnover. Stolen by Bukata. Turnaround jumper. Thought she fouled, but gets it in anyway. Elmhurst up 4.
Well, you know, I didn't see exactly the feet were near that restricted area again, but, you know, I think a lot of whistles in the first couple minutes and maybe officials starting to let him play a little bit down the stretch here.
And that one rolls in for Carthage. Outlet pass to Gibson. Kick out. Novak. Got it! that stays hot.
Fourth main three of the game, 16 points for Lindsay Novak. What a performance it's been from her.
Another three, off target, rebound Cusack. Already we've seen the defensive impact from Lauren Cusack come back in. She drives in, too high off the glass. 62-57, Elmhurst lead. Aram, over to Morrissey. She's been quiet of late. Over to Carlson. Back out, Elsmore from three. Off target. Last off Gibson. Gonna stay with Carthage. Gibson a little shaken up after that one.
Oh boy. I hope she's all right here. That would be a really tough loss for the Blue Jays.
He's had a big night for Elmhurst. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals as well. Be a big loss from Elmhurst, especially going down the stretch with not only this game here tonight, but the regular season finale and potentially playoffs as well coming up.
Yeah, and you're really hoping that you want to secure that spot and get that playoff spot. But hopefully, you know, she's getting stretched out here. Hopefully she'll be all right and be able to come back. But, you know, it looks like Maya Lewers is getting ready, and 6:40 to go, though, and she is back up on her feet, though. That's a great sign.
And she has played basically every minute of this one. 31 minutes played for Sierra Gibson. Hopefully she's all right and can come back into this one quickly because the Blue Jays need her. Elmhurst up 5, the game gets back underway. Carthage with a fresh 20. Go over to Green, here's Elsmore. Over to Morrissey, thought about a 3. Over to Green. Aram drives in. Rolled it around and got it. Aram up to 7 points. There's Carthage taking a lot of time off their shot clock. 15 seconds now. Here's Lewers taking on Green. Gets it around her. Lays it in.
What a huge bucket for Maya Lewers, especially after she came on just for Gibson. Good to see her getting that score off the bench.
She's up to 5 points. Almost gets the steal there. Green, step back 3, and in.
High risk, high reward play there for Maya Lewers. If she gets the steal, it's an easy 2, but unfortunately it burns the Blue Jays for a 3.
And Green's one of their better three-point shooters, 33% in conference games. Knocks that one down. It's 0 for 6 up into that point. From three-point land. Here's Cusack. Free throw line jumper. Gets the rolling off the front of the iron. Here's Morrissey. Been held pretty quiet here after a 10-point third quarter. Ford out to Green, right into a screen, around the corner, too strong. Cusack with the board.
And good defense there on the backside as well by Delipi, just coming from behind, affecting that shot a little bit. And yeah, the Blue Jays are going to be a little bit more patient.
Ricotta kicks out to Novak. She drives in. Off target to Leapy with the board and gets it in! To Leapy coming in strong for the Blue Jays.
She has been huge.
Stolen away by Cusack. Elmhurst missed her off the bench. Novak for three. Off target to Leapy, another one. She's up to 11 rebounds tonight. Leapy on fire. Novak drives baseline, draws the foul.
You know what's amazing about Dita Leapy? Not just 11 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds. Just a great performance off the bench.
Yeah, especially with Steamer in foul trouble. You got the Leapy coming off the bench. She was a starter at the beginning of the year, lost her spot when Steamer found her footing. Has really put in a great effort here tonight, helping Elmhurst stay in it. Novak with the free throw, buries the first one.
And look who's checking back in. Sierra Gibson getting ready to come back on the floor, and that's really good to see.
Novak knocks down the pair. She's perfect from the line tonight, up to 18 points. Gives Elmhurst an 8-point lead here with under 4 minutes left to play. Morrissey cuts. It's going to be a foul on Cusack. Her fourth. I don't know what else she could do there, really.
Yeah, just take another look at it. Yeah, just kind of, I mean, that's one word. As she's standing straight up, but just at the height disadvantage, and Morrissey was able to kind of bump into her and makes the free throw to get up to 25 points.
Missed the second. Morrissey's 4 from 8 from the free throw line tonight. Cusack pushes the pace. Now slows it down. Lauren Cusack staying in this one with her 4 personal. Good move, drives in, Euro step around the defender, off target. Going quickly, here's Orozco. Into Green, and that's going to be Cusack's 5th foul.
Oh, that is, and yeah, you can see Cameron Tucker pointing, she's standing straight up, but she's just gotten a couple fouls, and that is a big loss. You've now had 2 players foul out here for the Blue Jays. Yeah, I don't know what she can do, but she's kind of shuffling her feet there, and that's tough for the Blue Jays.
Green heads to the free throw line. She got 5 points tonight. This is her first trip to the line. On the season, 94% free throw shooter in conference games. Misses the first one. My jinx works both ways here tonight. You love to see it. She misses both.
Wow, that is shocking. Yeah, that has been a big issue for the Firebirds overall. 19 of 34, 56% at the line.
Here's Gibson. Kicks out. Novak. Oh, whistle before the play. Foul on Elmhurst.
That's the 3rd on Gibson.
That's a tough one. Elmhurst does have a 7-point lead.
And a timeout there by Megan Jones, just as Firebirds nearly committed a turnover.
That was more falling to the ground there, but Elmhurst just getting a little bit of foul trouble. I mean, we have 2 foul outs already with Rowan Cusack and Natalie Hardy. Sierra Steamer has been on the bench with 4, but I mean, you look at the bench points. Elmhurst tonight. They have 33 points off the bench. Everybody contributing. A lot of those coming from Lindsay Novak with 18, 4 from 9 from the free throw line, and 6 free throws as well.
Yeah, Novak has had a great performance, matching Sierra Gibson with 18 points. But yeah, the whole bench, I mean, I think Cameron Tucker so far, he has to be thrilled with the work his bench has done. DeLippe with the 11 rebounds. You got to step up here in the final minutes as well.
2.5 to go. Carthage down 7. Is there going to be a whistle? Offensive foul on Carthage.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a player go down there for the Blue Jays. It's been a foul fest tonight here, Dawson.
Yeah, very physical game. 25 personal fouls for the Blue Jays. 17 on the other side for Carthage. And that was Green's 5th personal as well, so she fouled out for the Firebirds. I think we missed it as well. Emma Thistle has fouled out as well for Carthage. Who caught it into DeLippe. Gets her own miss. Kicks out for Lures.
Yeah, smart to run some more time here. Under 2 minutes left in the game and the 7-point lead.
Here's Bukata, under 10 seconds. Crossover, free throw line jumper. In and out. Rebounded by Lures. 3 for Novak. Just off target. This place was about to explode if she made that one.
Great effort on the boards.
Ellsmore for 3, too strong. Carlson gets the rebound, jump ball. Possession arrow, I believe is going to give it to the Blue Jays.
Will. And that's huge. Great job, great hustle to force that jump ball.
Both teams in the bonus. Gibson gets it. Carthage not fouling. Gibson gets it in. Novak. Looks like we got a whistle on that far side.
I don't know if it was a clock issue or...
Well, we're showing 8 seconds on the shot clock, so... thinking it was a clock issue. Either way, and we're just going to inbound here on the near side.
Yeah, it was. They reset the shot clock to 18, and then now Carthage has got to start fouling here.
That's going to send Bukata to the line. She's 3 for 6 tonight. On the season, coming in tonight, 78.9 from the line. Knocks down the first one, gives the Blue Jays 8-point lead. Carter knocks down both. She's up to 17 points.
Outstanding job by her in the second half after she had a pretty quiet first half. Getting back to her usual scoring ways and actually over her season average.
9-point game, just over a minute to go here in R.A. Fagnall Hall. Here's Morrissey, drives in. Too easy for her. We've seen that all night from Morrissey. She's up to 27. Lures gets out of it, kicks it over to Gibson, and they foul. I'm shocked Carthage is letting that much time go off the clock before fouling.
Yeah, probably a little bit too much time. You're really still trying to get back into this one, but the 27 for Morrissey, that matches her season high.
Gibson misses the first one. 4 for 6 tonight from the line. Sarah Gibson, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Gets the second one. She's up to 19, leads Blue Jays in scoring. It's going to be a timeout for Carthage. Down 8 points, under a minute left to go.
Well, oh, sorry about that, Dawson. But, you know, we kind of talked about at the beginning of the fourth quarter which team makes their free throws, and Elmhurst is now at 74% for the game, 17-23. They've made 2 less free throws than Carthage, despite having 11 less attempts at the line. So that free throw shooting has been huge. And then also the effort on the boards, out-rebounding Carthage 39-37 and 13 offensive rebounds. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's something I didn't think Elmhurst was going to be able to do tonight. I mean, Carthage, such a good rebounding team. Their first, or I should say their second in conference games in getting rebounds, and also first in not allowing opponent rebounds. So just struggling a little bit tonight for the Firebirds, controlling the boards as Steamer gets one and is fouled. Down night for Steamer, only 2 points from her with the foul trouble, but she gets her 6th rebound. So when she's been in the game, has been effective on the glass.
Yeah, just couldn't really get into a rhythm tonight with that foul trouble, but I'm sure she'll bounce back. And yeah, still the rebounding, being able to contribute on the boards.
Able to knock down the first one. Steamer coming in tonight, 52.2% free throw shooter. There's 1 for 2. Another timeout from Carthage, just trying to fight back in this one, down 9.
And you know the Firebirds are going to keep battling in this one. But, you know, the big issue tonight for Carthage, the turnovers, 18 of them. But credit to Elmhurst really taking care of the ball well tonight. Only 7 turnovers for the Blue Jays. They average almost 18 a game. But really good at taking care of the basketball tonight.
We've seen them really struggle with that throughout the season in some of these games where they kind of have control of it and then lose out because of the silly turnovers that they made. They made a great point there, keeping care of the ball. And they're doing what they always do, forcing those turnovers. They average 20 forced turnovers game. Carthage has 18. Most importantly, I think 18 points for Elmhurst off those turnovers, turning that defense into offense.
Yep. I mean, and, you know, this is one of those box scores that any coach is going to point to. You know, coaches always have those points of emphasis. And turnovers and free throw shooting are 2 of those, and that has been the difference tonight for Elmhurst. How about this, Dawson? Only 3 players have committed a turnover in this game for the Blue Jays, and Rowan Cusack with none, only at 20 minutes after fouling out, and Bukata with none in 39 minutes.
Yeah, impressive. Impressive on both sides of the ball. Just keeping care of it and then hunting it. A lot of steals as well. Elmhurst with 9 steals. Here's Morrissey from 3, trying to get back in it. Air ball. Kept alive. Bukata with the rebound. Behind the back, loses control. Gibson lays out, and timeout Elmhurst. What a hustle play to keep that one alive from Sarah Gibson.
Good spot. Yeah, we almost jinxed Kristen Bukata with her first turnover. Thankfully, here she gets picked up by her teammate with Gibson getting to the basketball, and then a good, heady, smart timeout there by Cameron Tucker to keep possession.
Kristen Bukata do that a lot tonight. The behind the back dribble, she's so good at it. Just lost her footing there a little bit. When you're up 9, you do got to be careful. It's going to take a lot for Carthage to come back, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen crazier things happen. I mean, I'm trying to think back to, what was it, the NCAA tournament a few years ago. Texas A&M game. That never know.
Yeah, they were down what, 10 or 11?
Yeah,
with
something like that.
7 seconds left.
I'd have to find the game, and I'm trying to remember even who.
I know it's something crazy, but I mean, you can see that all the time. We saw it last season, NC State. I mean, they were what, the 12th or 11th seed in that ACC tournament, made it all the way to the Final Four.
This was Texas A&M in 2016. They were down 12 against Northern Iowa, came back and won. So, yeah, crazy things can happen, no question about it. That was with 44 seconds left.
Brewers goes 1 for 2 from the line. And they're still up 9. That's out of play, staying with Carthage. Excuse me, Brewers missed both of those free throws. Get it into Orozco from 3. She gets it. Timeout Elmhurst. And Carthage is not out of it yet. That's a big 3 to cut it to 6.
Yeah, they're going to keep battling and fighting. You know, these games are important with the seeding for the conference tournament. Carthage came in here 3rd in the conference, but Elmhurst, if they can hang on here, they would only be a game behind Carthage in the standings. I mean, this is just a critical game for the Blue Jays. They're trying to stay in front of North Central. And Blue Jays finish out with Carroll, who has already clinched a spot in the CCIW tournament. But there's a lot to be figured out in this final weekend.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun Saturday night. Saturday afternoon here against Carroll. Hada's fouled on that far side. Okada with 17 points here tonight, 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Up to 18 points. She got 6 rebounds, 3 assists as well. Has played every minute of this one, has Christian Bukata. Goes 1 for 2. Morrissey trying to go quick. Just got to jack up 3s. Off target, Bukata with the rebound, and that's going to do it for the Blue Jays. They move to 7-8 in the CCIW. This is a big, big win. 75-68 for Elmhurst.
Huge win and a great all-around team effort. Lindsay Novak with the 18 off the bench. Dee DeLippe with the 12 rebounds off the bench. But turnovers, rebounding, and free throw shooting, that was the key to a big win tonight, Dawson.
Elmhurst win 75-68. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Coach Cameron Tucker. Welcome back to RA Fagnall Hall. Dawson Wells here with Coach Cameron Tucker after a pretty big win for the Blue Jays. And Coach, Christian Bucata, Sierra Gibson played a huge role here tonight. 19 points for Gibson, 18 for Bucata. She played every minute of this one.
Yeah, two games in a row now. Yeah.
What does it mean to have those types of players on your team to push the rest of them and effort on both sides?
Well, I want to give a shout out to someone else real quick. Dielza, with her 8 offensive rebounds and 12 overall, those were huge. Those gave us just a little bit of breathing room every time she got it. And so I really feel like that is the little things that make the difference in this game. But back to Bucata and Sierra, they played really, really well tonight. They were getting to the basket. I thought early on we were letting them kind of run us off our line. And as the game went on, we started setting the ball screen a little bit better. They started coming off of it a little bit better. Just especially Gibson's speed is so fantastic. We were able to get to the rim pretty well, and then they got in a lot of foul trouble. I think that kind of made a difference down the stretch, too, that they had 2 people foul out, 2 starters.
Yeah, you mentioned Delipi there with the 12 rebounds, especially coming off the bench with Sierra Steamer getting a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have her come off the bench and just be ready to go, ready to play, and really instant impact with those 12 boards?
Well, and she's been really locked in practice. She's she's an energy kid for not only herself but for the entire team. So she's always the one yelling and screaming for her teammates. So I like to see her have a big win for herself there. And maybe 4 points, but those might have been the 4 most important that we just broke that gap from 4 to 6 and make it a little bit more pressure on them to execute down on the other end.
You guys played a pretty clean game tonight. Only the 7 turnovers.
Oh my gosh.
Really clean game, and then you guys do what you always do, forcing the turnovers.
Yeah.
Turning offense into defense. How important is that, especially going down the stretch, coming in?
Well, this is the first game in a long time. I always talk about defend, rebound, take care of it. And as a joke with the team, they always kind of, mimic me when I talk about it. But our defense was really, really good tonight. There were just probably far too many fouls. But we were taking them out of what they wanted to do. They were uncomfortable. And then, if it seems like someone always has a day against us, but Morrissey is a fantastic player. I recruited her back when I was at DePaul. And Bucata was playing good defense, but holy cow, she was hitting the shots. So, 1, we out-rebounded someone finally. And then 2, that turnover differential, let's see, we had 18 points off their turnovers to their 5. And for us to have 7, I think that's the first time all year we've been under 10. If we could be at 7, I would we're going to make a run here if we can take care of the ball like we did tonight.
Yeah, 3rd win in a row. Final game of the season coming up on Saturday against Carroll. You need a win in that one to really solidify yourself in the playoffs. What are some keys going into that one?
Well, we played really – it was a really strange game at Carroll. I think we had 12 turnovers just in the first quarter up there, and somehow we still had the lead at the end of the first. It was a bizarre game. They had one of their starters that wasn't there. I think we played a little bit out of our minds offensively just with protecting the basketball. I think it's going to be a battle for 40 minutes just like it was tonight.
Well, it should be an exciting game on Saturday to close out the regular season. Big win tonight for the Blue Jays, 75-68. Thank you, Coach, for the time. That's going to do it here from RA Fagnall Hall. Blue Jays win 75-68.